I'm a 19 years old Malaysian and now I'm studying at UOW Malaysian. Japanese students, they always finish early and also finish perfect. Actually, hostel is not like very bad because before I hear. My name is Sylvia and I'm a 19 years old Malaysian and now I'm studying at UOW Malaysian. My major is I'm taking foundation study first. For hobby, the first I don't really like the sports. So for me like drawing, actually I love to eat something like bagels and the kinds of bread. So I usually to find some like bagel shop with my friends and we can eat together and chatting all day.
Yeah.
For this sem, I take a subject like design study and I got some assignment like I need to making a zine, like the title is the top to find the top 5 in KL. So my choice is like I find the top 5 bagel shop in KL. So that time I will travel with I do a small travel with my friend and we visit like around 5-6 bagel shop just to take a picture. And the zine actually is kind of like a magazine. So I feel like that time, even though it's tired and spend a lot of time, but actually it's funny. For me, I'm not very like the group assignment because we need to separate the work. You know, like sometimes you should find the group member, but it's very hard.
Yeah.
So for me, individual assignment is more easy for me because I just need to finish all the part and I can follow mine and my ideas to do that one. For test, some subject we don't have the final exam, so we will do the group assignment of the test to instead the final exam. So for test, we should prepare early lah, like 2 weeks ago. I feel like actually 1 week also enough lah. It's up to you guys.
Wow.
Actually, I can feel like the lecturer, they will talk me first like how about the test will come out. So actually you just to open the slide and read all the slide and to just to follow the key point. I feel like test is easy. You just need to read the slide. Lecturer also hope we can pass for the final exam or something, the test.
Yeah.
So actually they will give some tips for the test lah. For my first semester, I can say I'm very tired actually because that time I take 6 subjects in my first semester and I feel like my whole day is full already. So maybe like I will take 2 or 3 classes in one day and also take a long time for one class. So I feel like that time I feel tired actually, but I can say I also learn the new knowledge of something lah. So I can say it's normal for first semester actually. So I can say that even though I got a lot busy lah, but I also open my slide because universities like it's different from the high school. So it's interesting lah actually. Even though I'm tired, but for my second semester, I feel like I'm not very busy if compared with last sem, but I'm also tired for this time. In our high school, because we got the schedule, so every time we just need to follow out the schedule and just study just for the exam, the final exam. But in university, we got the flexible time and we need to follow up by ourselves. It's different from the high school because in high school, we got like a WhatsApp group and our teacher will follow the outlook, all the information like maybe tomorrow we will got the test, even though we got the event or something like that. But in university, you need to follow by yourself. So it's the lecturer not like she will tell you one by one. You need to learn by yourself. And even though the time is flexible, so for me, I prefer the high school life because we just need to follow the schedule, even though we take a long time in school instead of uni life. Because in my high school, I got a lot of friends I knew before. So in university, I need to make a new friend by myself again. Actually for me, because I feel like I'm an outside people, so it's easy for me to make a new friends. So it's just you have mind to make a friend or you want to be alone, it's still okay. For me, I will advise you guys, you can join the club because to join the club, you can meet the different people. Maybe they are the bachelor student or another foundation student. So it's easy for you to learn them first because, for example, if you join the badminton club, you can play the badminton almost like every week. So you can find out the people who got the same interesting with you and you can play together. So it's easy to make the friends. If you want to learn the friend in your course, you can try to talk with the people who sit beside you. And because we will got the group assignment, so to make a friends is very important actually. Because if you don't have any friend, maybe you will be alone. When you got the group assignment, it's difficult to you to find another people to join together. For me, I'm planning like after bachelor, maybe I will try to take a small break first and then I feel like I will start to working and because I'm planning to continue my master in Korean. So at first I feel like I also need to learn the Korean language first because I hear that Korean they recently to develop the design part. So I got interested on design side. Another like I also got a bit interested on their culture and actually I'm the K-pop lover. So if I continue study in Korean, it's easy for me to explore the Koreans and at the same time I can continue my study and actually to learn a new language for me is helpful. It's not like any negative like that. For me, when I am free or I finish my assignment, I usually will hang out with my friend. We will go to find a new plans to explore the good meals. So it's not boring. Actually, if I stay in my room of the hostel, it's so boring. So for me, if I'm free, I always hang out like maybe 1 day or 2 days. But sometimes I got busy, so I will complete my homework in the Zoom hub or just stay in my room like this. Actually, in my course, we just have a big international student. So from last sem, I knew a friend, her name is Karin and Mary. They come from China and Japan. I always hang out with Karin because I feel like we got the same hobby and the personality is more similar. So I feel like when I talking with her, I feel relaxed and she is a kind people because she helped me a lot in my assignment. So I feel like we are the best friend here. We always hang out, it's like once a week because she and me is outside people. We love to explore the new plans and also got the same schedule, so it's easy to arrange the time to hang out. And she also is a bagel lover. I feel like we visit above 10 bagel shop in KL already. Actually, some of my Japanese friends, I feel like they are very shy. But when you're talking with them, actually you can find that they are the funny people also. And I feel like the most reason like they are very hardworking because I always saw them study in library. And my friend also, she always study, and even though she hand out, she also will bring the laptop to continue her assignment. So for me, Japanese students, they always finish the assignment early. So if you stay with the same group with them, they can finish early and we can separate the work easy because they're not like reject or say, oh, I don't want to do, you do lah, I don't want to do. So I feel like another people, maybe they feel lazy, so they will say like, oh, later I will do. But I found out that Japanese students, they always finish early and also finish perfect. They also not like 敷衍. They will do like high quality, and we always can finish early, so we don't need to worry about the deadline of the last minute, just finish the assignment. The first, I feel like maybe Japanese people, they're not very good in English, but some of my friends, I hear that they can speak the perfect English. So actually, we don't need like the 刻板印象 to learn like, oh, they cannot speak English, they just speak Japanese. So actually, for example, like one of my friends, Karin, I feel like she can speak naturally in English. So it's easy for me talking with her. But sometimes if we need have the talk in depth, we need to use the translation also, but it's not very improve our conversation. So it's still okay. It's not like very convenient to talking with them. For me, I feel like the first, you need to hardworking, because if you're lazy, you cannot survive in this group. And I feel like you guys need to learn the English language first, because in university we will talk all English version and the assignment also in English version. So if you cannot understand what they just say about the assignment, it's hard for you to complete the assignment, test, and even though the final exam. Because if you fail in final, you need to resit, and if you guys fail again, you need to retake again. It's very wasted time. So I feel like to learn the English is more important, and I feel like you guys can also to make some new friends for local student of even though like international student, because you guys study in here and you can hang out with them, not like just stay in the hostel and just stay in the school. It's kind of boring. So you can hang out with them to try the new thing, and it's to find the fun in life. At first, Malaysia, we got the different races and religion also. So you can to try many different like culture, food, because we got the different religion. So in Malaysia, if you want to try the Chinese food also, Malay food, even though like Indian food. So in Malaysia, you can explore something new things. And in Malaysia, we also, not like another country, we got like the 4 seasons, like winter, summer. We just like, it's kind of like summer actually. So we got a stable temperature, around like 35, 36, sometimes it's very hot. But we also got the raining season. So for me, I can say Malaysia is not like a expensive country. You can find the cheaper food, and like some country like maybe in America or UK, you need to spend a lot of money, and the tuition fee like almost like maybe 100k. So it's not friendly for the normal family. So Malaysia, I feel like it's a good option. We also got the branch campus, but it's from China or Australia. So in Malaysia, you can take the academic from another country. You can take from China, Australia, even though like UK. So at least can save around maybe half free for the tuition fee. It's not to increase the burden to your parents like that. as a Malaysian, we need to learn at least 3 languages when we are young. So I feel like if you come to Malaysia, before I say English is more important because English is like a common language. So at least we can talking in English is easy to understand. But some people like China people, if they come here, they also can speak the Chinese because a lot of Chinese in Malaysia, we can speak Chinese also. So it's easy for China people come here to study and they also don't have many problem in language. But if you come from another country, I feel like you should learn the basic English first so it can reduce the trouble in your life. You don't need to worry about like how can I talking with her, I can understand what she say like that one.
Okay.
Because Malay is our 官方语言, so if you are the international student, you need to learn the Malay language because I don't know how to say, but actually because as a Malaysian we learn Malay before already, so Malay is mandatory for every international student to learn the Malay. So I know it will be a bit hard, but you must to learn. I hear that some of university you can also choose the another language like Korean, Japanese also. But even though you can choose to another language, Malay will be the mandatory language you need to study and learn. And you also will go the exam, final exam like that.
Yeah.
I feel like it's hard because they never to learn the language before. Even though it look like English, it's totally is a different language if you compare to English. So you should learn from start like vocab, pronunciation, and how to write the sentences. So you need to take a few time to study, maybe 1 hour, 2 hours a day. So at least you can understand and you can write the simple words. So it's not like making you feel stressed, like I cannot understand, how can I pass my Malay test. So for me, I will say like if you are international student, you should learn by yourself. At the same time, you also can ask your friend. So like local students, they are helpful. So you can ask them to help you like to finish the part you can understand. I feel like you can feel, we always say like la, okay ba, like this. So it's not like the professional English because we always mix the language. Like we will campur the Malay or Chinese. Another like some Chinese people, they cannot speak Chinese. So we will call them like banana because their main language is just English. Maybe they just learn the English, so they cannot understand the Chinese. And they also can speak very fast. So as me, my main language is Chinese, so sometimes I also cannot understand what they talk about because we learn the UK English, so it will be different for the native people. At first, you can get a discount if you wanna transfer to their main campus. It's like you can get around 30%, so it can reduce the tuition fee actually because 30% is not the small amount. And another, if you study here, you can make a friend with the local student. So local student can bring you the real locals, Malaysians, because sometimes you can hang out with them. They will bring you to the local restaurant like banh mi. I feel like the banh mi show is really good for you guys, but for me, I really like the banh mi. So I will bring my international friend to eat that one. Besides, we also got the convenient transportation actually. Even though the transportation nearby for me is still construction, but after maybe 2 or 3 months, they will finish the construction. So that time it's convenient to us to hang out to go to the KL. So if you don't need to take this one, you also can go to the Grand Mary station to take the train. So you can go to KLCC. But after finish, I hear that we also can take the train to the one Utama. So we will got the many opportunity to explore for pay. Actually, hostel is not like very bad because before I hear someone they will say like, oh, you don't need to stay in the hostel, you can stay outside. But for me, because I used to stay in hostel like 6 months, and I can say we also need to, because in hostel we need to share about everything like kitchen, toilet also. So you know, one unit like almost 6 or 7 people, we need to sharing the same place. It will be maybe a bit dirty, but if you guys can separate and to maintain your cleanness, actually it's okay. For me, I don't like to stay in hostel because in my uni, I also can make a new friends, and then we always cooking together and talking, because in the hostel you will stay to the different people like different course, and maybe they are the bachelor students. So if I got a trouble in study, I will ask them help me. So I can say staying in the hostel is not like a bad choice. You also can to got another experience. At least you used to stay in the hostel.